Welcome. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at this Xsense Home Security Kit. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon. And if you use that link, it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost anything extra. So this is the 5-piece kit. They also have an 8-piece kit. So it has a few more of the sensors in that kit. So this is kind of a DIY home security system. This doesn't require a contract, which is nice. So let's take a look at the box here. It's like we have QR codes for the app. It's called Xsense Home Security. Here it says base station, quick and easy network connection with a wide wireless range of 1.25 miles. Motion sensor, 39-foot detection coverage, 110-degree detection angle, and adjustable sensor sensitivity levels enable a tailored safety setup for your specific needs. This comes with a base station, motion sensor, 2 entry sensors, remote control, accessory box, and user manual. It says entry sensor sends instant notifications if a door or window is broken into and equipped with a 3-year battery. Remote control, 1 button to arm/disarm your home security system. Compact and portable design makes it easy for visitors and the elderly. So one reason people get security systems is to keep strangers out of their home. And if you pay someone to put a security system in, you're having a stranger in your home. So this is one option if you want to do your own security system so you don't have to have people come into your home. So here's the base station. Looks like it has a USB Type-C port. There's a rubberized coating on the bottom. Under that is a QR code. I don't know if it has private information, so I'm covering that. This is the infrared motion sensor. Looks like this slides off. Looks like this can be mounted to a wall with screws or adhesive. And here's the battery cover. These would be the entry alarms. So you mount these tabs, batteries go in there. This one looks like it pries off here, and there's 2 of these. So you would put these on your door. These have a magnetic switch in them. So it goes over here and it triggers that, and then it sends an alert to the base station. So here's the base station power adapter. So this is 5 volts at 2 amps, and it has that USB Type-C connector on it. So here we have batteries. So this is a CR123A 3-volt lithium battery, and I think it said these last 3 years. So there's 3 of those, 1 for each sensor. Then we have these little packs here with anchors and screws for the motion sensor and the entry sensors. I really like these little pictures here. It makes it really easy to tell which screws go to what. Here's some double-sided tape for people that want to use that. And this is the remote control. And it does have a place here you can put a lanyard on it. So under here, we have a sticker you can put on your house telling people it's protected by Xsense, warranty card, quick start guide, and here's the user manual. So I'm going to read through this, learn everything I can about it, and I'll come back and we'll do some demonstrations with this. Okay, I read through the instructions a little bit. So I have my iPad here. Most people will use a phone. I'm just using the iPad because it has a larger screen. So I'll take it and I'll scan the QR code here on the quick start guide. I'll tap on the link. It'll open up the store and I can hit get and it will download the app. I'll hit open. It says Xsense would like to send you notifications. I'll say allow. That's pretty important with a security system that you get notifications. One of the big features of this is to be able to notify you if there's a security issue. So it wants me to create an account here, so I'll hit create account. So I'm going to skip forward in the video so I don't have to blur all this out, but if there's anything noteworthy, I'll let you know when I'm done. Okay, I created the account. It did send a code to my email to validate my email address, so you do want to make sure you have access to your email when you're setting this up. So now it says add device. I'll add a base station. So it says name base station, home, create new home. I'll just name it home, say living room. I'll hit next. So I will plug in the base station now. So it says Xsense would like to access your camera. I'll say okay. It says scan the QR code. So I'll do that. Now it says it would like to use Bluetooth. I'll say okay. It says power on the base station. Press and hold the button on the base station for 10 seconds until the LED indicator flashes green. I'll hold the button. Okay, so green is flashing. So there is a little flickering of that green light in the camera, but in person it's just flashing. So I'll tap operation confirmed. I'll hit next. It says searching for nearby Bluetooth devices. It says select a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi network and enter the password. So I'll do that. I hit next.
Connecting to Wi-Fi.
Okay, so the base station said it was connecting to Wi-Fi. Okay, it says Wi-Fi was connected. I'll hit finish. So it's showing the base station as on now. I'll hit the plus icon. First I'll add the remote control. So I'll tap on the remote control. I'll scan the QR code on the back. I'll name it remote. I'll hit next.
Ready to add a device.
It says press and hold the disarm and away buttons for 3 seconds until the indicator flashes blue. So I'll press and hold both the top buttons. 1001, 1002, 1003. Okay, the device was added. I'll hit finish. It says to enable disarm mode, press and hold the disarm button for 3 seconds until the LED indicator flashes blue twice. To enable away mode, press and hold the away button for 3 seconds until the LED indicator flashes blue twice. To enable home mode, press and hold the home button for 3 seconds until its indicator flashes blue twice. SOS, press and hold SOS button for 5 seconds. The LED indicator on the remote will flash blue for 3 seconds and the base station will alarm immediately. So hit OK. So we're looking good there. Next, I'll set up one of these entry alarms. So this goes on a door. The big part will go on the jamb, the smaller part will go on the moving part. You can also put this on a window, like a sliding window, so when the window's slid open, it will trigger this. You could potentially rig this to work with a garage door, although I don't think that's the intended purpose. I think you could figure out how to do it if you really wanted that. So this will need a battery. To put a battery in here, we'll slide it open. Battery goes in here. The QR code is right under my thumb, so I'll scan that in a second. So this plate has recesses for screws, so you could screw this into the door. You can also use the adhesive. So the other half splits apart. You can stick a little screwdriver in here and pop it off, and then you can screw this to a surface. So I'm going to hit the plus here. I'll tap entry sensor. I'll scan the QR code. I'll hit next. It says remove the back cover from the device, insert the battery. I'll hit next. I've already done that.
Ready to add a device.
It says press and hold test. So test is here on the side. I'll hold that in for 5 seconds.
Device added.
It added the device. I'll hit finish. Now I can put the back on. So if we look on the app, it says open. So I'll put these together and now it says closed.
Alarm on.
Okay, so the alarm was activated. I'll set that aside. So it comes with 2 of those. I'm going to disarm the alarm. So I'll hold down this button for 3 seconds.
System disarmed.
Okay, now we're disarmed. So I should be able to open this now. Looks good. Next, I'll put a battery in the motion sensor. I'll slide the back off. QR code's under my thumb, and there's the test button.
Ready to add a device.
Wants me to hold down the test button.
Device added.
Okay, it added that. I'll hit finish. This back plate slides on there and locks in place. So this also had screw holes in it, or you could put the adhesive on here. So the alarm does say motion detected. So I'm going to set this away from me so we can test it here in a second. Okay, so if we look at the app, it says the entry sensor 15 is closed, and the motion sensor says no motion detected. I'm going to walk in front of that sensor. Okay, now it says motion detected, and you'll remember I disarmed the alarm so it's not going off. So we can configure these. I'll tap on remote. We can give it a name. I named it remote. Quick tips tells you how to use it. Let's go to the entry sensor. We can name this. So typically we would want to call this something like back door or front door or side door. And we could say which room it's in. Notification sound. We can have it make a sound when this is activated. So we have tone 1, tone 2, tone 3, tone 4, and then silent. So I'll just do tone 1. And we have LED indicator, so that is on the device. Then if we go back to motion sensor, we can do a notification sound there, same sounds. So I'll do that silent. We have the LED indicator there. We have the sensor sensitivity. We can change that from 1 to 5. There's a test. So it says to test the motion sensor, press the test button quickly or walk around within the detection range until the LED indicator flashes red 5 times. When motion is detected, the base station will sound with the LED indicator flashing blue. The test will end after 600 seconds. So if we go to the base station settings, we can go to the sound settings here, and there are different tones. Let's check these out. So we've heard tone 1. Here's tone 2. Here's tone 3. And here's tone 1 again. We can also change the volume for the voice here. So now let's look at modes. I'll tap mode. It has disarm, home, or away. So I can go to settings in the upper right. It says customize your security mode, home mode, or away mode. So generally how you would set this up is that when you're away, you'd probably want all of your sensors activated. So you have the entry sensors and the motion sensors activated watching. If you're home, you may just want the entry sensors activated, but not the motion sensors. So you don't want to walk through your living room and activate the alarm, but you do want to know if someone opens the door. Now it all depends on your home. If you have a 2-story home, you may want the motion sensor on your first floor along with the entry sensors. So we'll go to home mode. So we have an exit delay. Here we can set the amount of time it will give us to leave after we arm the alarm. Then we have settings for each sensor. So we have the motion sensor. and I don't want notification sensors for that when I'm home, and I don't want alarms. I do want to know if the back door has been opened, and I would like an alarm for that too. Now there's an entry delay, so when you come home, it gives you some time. So there's also an entry delay, which is similar to the exit delay, and it gives you time to disarm it after you open the door. So you might want to put a delay on it. So if, for instance, it's raining, you can get inside, then disarm the alarm. You don't have to fumble trying to get the remote outside in the rain, or say you're carrying something. You can go inside, set down whatever you have to set down, get your remote out of your pocket or purse, and hit the button. So I'll save that. I'll go back. I'll go back to settings. I'll do the away mode. And here I want everything on. So everything is turned on here. So that's good. Next we have history. So this is telling us all the alarms, and then we have a count. Okay, so I'm going to arm the home mode. So hold this down for 3 seconds.
Home mode ready. System on.
Okay, the system is armed. I'm going to walk in front of the motion sensor. It should not set off the alarm. You can see motion was detected, but it did not set off the alarm. So now I'll open the door here, and we'll see a notification come into my tablet, and it should set off the alarm.
Alarm off. System disarmed.
Okay, we got the notification. I disarmed it with the remote control. You can also disarm it with the app. So I will close that. So now let's get over to my door and I'll show how I install this on my door. Okay, so here I have a door sensor installed, and you can see there's a large gap there. Now that's okay. You just want them to be within an inch of each other. So you can see it says back door closed. I'll open this door. And now it says back door open. So I'll close this again. So I installed this using self-adhesive tape. You can also use the screws. So here I have the motion detector, and I installed it using the self-adhesive tape. So that's the Xsense Home Security Kit. There are lots of options for home security, and they span many different features, sets, and abilities, and prices. So this is a budget option, it's a DIY option, and it's the type of option that's right up my alley. I don't want to pay a fee every month. I'd rather take that money and spend it on something else or invest it. I want something that I can just plug in, and then I own it, and it just works. So a nice feature of this is that it is battery powered. So we can unplug it. This will last around 12 hours when it loses power. So this does use the internet. So if your power goes out, there's a chance your internet is out. So what I would recommend doing is if you don't have one already, get a backup battery for your internet. It's not handy just for your security system, but it's nice to have in general. So if the power goes out, you can access the internet to, like during a storm, I like to check the weather radar to see if there's severe weather in the area, or I can notify friends and family. So I think most people will be able to install this themselves, but there may be people wanting this for a family member that maybe is not so good with technology, and you could install this in their location. You can get them the remote, and they can pretty much use the system with these two components. So another feature I didn't cover here is SOS. So I can hold this down for 5 seconds. And that will trigger the alarm. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.